The following answers are for part 2 of the task in exercise 5.7, using GitHub as an analyst. First, the CRISP DM methodology. It stands for Cross-Industry Standard Process for Data Mining. This is a framework that's used to guide data analytics projects through 6 phases. The first phase is business understanding. This is where the analyst defines the objectives and the success criteria. Next is data understanding. This is where the data quality is explored and assessed. In the data preparation phase, the data is cleaned, transformed, and formatted. Modeling involves choosing and applying algorithms. After that, the evaluation stage will validate if the model meets the business goals. And finally, deployment. This is when the model or the insights are delivered to the stakeholders in a usable format. This is a step-by-step process that often loops back on previous phases for refinement. Next, before forecasting with time series data, we need to perform a time series analysis. This means checking for patterns like trend, seasonality, or stationarity. Stationarity is especially important because most models require a stable mean and variance over time. We also visualize the data, check for outliers, and may apply transformations like differencing or smoothing. Proper preparation of the data, including maintaining the time order when dividing it into training and test sets, is critical. On to data ethics. The main principles of data ethics include transparency, accountability, fairness, privacy, and informed consent. Organizations can uphold these principles by setting clear data governance policies, conducting regular audits for bias, training teams on ethical practices, and being transparent with users about how their data is collected and used. Now, if I were an analyst concerned about bias in a predictive model, I'd approach my manager with specific examples or performance metrics that show these discrepancies, like certain groups being underrepresented or over-penalized. To mitigate the bias, I'd suggest techniques like stratified sampling, fairness-aware modeling, or evaluating with more robust metrics. Building in regular bias checks during development would also help prevent it in future iterations. Lastly, in predictive modeling, regression is used when the output is continuous, like predicting sales revenue. Classification is used for categorical outcomes, like whether or not a loan applicant will default. We would use regression when forecasting numeric trends and classification when sorting data into labeled categories.